Welcome to Man at the Top, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with this Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Friday, March the 13th, 2026, during the third week of Lent. The lectionary reading is from the book of Ephesians, a letter written by the Apostle Paul, who was then in Rome in a Roman prison. The letter was sent to the community of believers living in Ephesus and as a circular letter to nearby Christian groups in the region. During the podcast on Thursday, March the 12th, 2026, the Apostle Paul shared a blueprint with the community in Ephesus outlining the habits they should abandon and the practices they needed to adopt as they are now to be united as one. They should avoid false or misleading communication and focus on honesty. They were to engage in honest work to help others rather than stealing. Avoid evil talk, such as gossip or criticizing someone behind their back. And instead, they were to use words that uplift and encouraged one another. Most importantly, they were not to let their anger control them. Instead, they were to cultivate kindness, compassion, and forgiveness, just as God had shown them through Christ. The lectionary reading today continues in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 to 9. Paul shifts from giving instructions to exhorting the community to become imitators of God. That is, to live a life filled with love, walk in love, and be motivated by love, following the example of Christ. Ephesus was a center of pagan worship and housed several significant temples. It also functioned as a thriving commercial hub and was inhabited by some of the wealthiest individuals in the Roman Empire. The city gained economically from its reputation as an idolatrous city associated with sex. Paul warned the community not to engage in sexual immorality, impurity, or greed, which he described as a form of idolatry because greed placed wealth and possessions above God. He encouraged the community to express gratitude to God and to steer clear of sharing obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes. He warned them not to be fooled by those who make excuses for sin. God's anger will be poured out on all who disobey him. The community was advised to distance themselves from the lifestyles and values of those living in defiance of God. He reminded them that they were once immersed in darkness. Now that the Lord's light resided within them, they were called to live as people of light, embracing the fruit that was good and true.